So if you are thinking to purchase the Insta360 One R Ultimate Kit, but you are not sure if you should purchase the GoPro Hero 9 or the GoPro Max that been my main camera for the last year, I'm going to tell you what is my opinion about using an Insta360 and also why I think that this camera is the best for majority of you guys, because majority doesn't have one thing that I have in front of me. If you want to know what it is, stay tuned until the end of the video. Hi everyone, Marcus here from MedPack, and if you love EUCs, PVs and obviously action cameras, this is the place for you because we cover action cameras on this channel like the GoPro Hero Max that I explain a lot of stuff related with this one that been my favorite camera in the last year. I have here also the GoPro Hero 9, and Insta360 have contacted me saying, do you want to have a look on the Insta360 One R Ultimate Kit and compare to your big passion for GoPro? And I thought, why not? Because if you don't have a specific thing, like I said in the beginning of this video, you are not able to take those results that you can see in many videos like from Peter McKinnon and others. But let's open this one and see what is my thoughts just taking out of the box, because until today I never saw this camera live and I'm really curious to see what you have outside of the box. They also sent me some other add-ons, but let's see this one. And I've been struggling to don't open this box. They sent me this to do this review, but they didn't pay me to say anything about it. I've been using GoPro for so long because I'm a big fan of their color grading, but in the same time I think you have a better range with the Insta360, and I have to say that just out of the box it's simply amazing, the presentation of this product. So like you can see, you have your camera there, you have obviously the screen, the battery on the bottom. It looks simply amazing, and I was not expecting that comes on the inside already with a small stick. It's the only way that the camera will not be visible, and you can even attach a tripod on the bottom. Obviously your GoPro mount exactly the same. It comes with two batteries, so I was not really expecting. I thought it was going to come just with one battery. And when we talk about these batteries, the size of it is 1190 milliamp hours. When we talk about the batteries that comes on the GoPro, this one is not the original, but the size is the same, so 1600. So these ones, they are shorter. In here, wow, in here is my favorite part, is 360. If you follow me for a while, I'm a big fan of 360 and what you are able to do it. If you have a 360, I really recommend you to have an insurance. Why I'm saying that? Because it's really easy to damage. The cameras is impossible to cover. So even if on the GoPro you have this piece of plastic, if you are using it, you are going to basically have a lot of reflections on the lenses. So it's impossible to get good results with the GoPro using it. In this case, it's also easy to damage because of the shape of these lenses. Just be aware of it, and if you use for actions like me using electric skateboards and electric unicycle, is really easy to damage. Here we have the cover, so in this way it's impossible to damage the lenses. So I really like the quality. It's simply amazing, and that is something that I'm also really disappointed with GoPro. After 1 year my camera was just coming apart everywhere. So basically where you attach or these covers, or obviously the main cover of the front camera, it just came apart, and obviously the lens was slightly scratched because of heavy use, and that is not the fault of the camera. Also I broke the screen. Forget it, the camera in 1 year was completely gone. We'll come to that in a second. Let's see what we have here on this small box. Whoa, so cool, so many accessories in one box. But let's open this one and I'll tell you in a minute why I think that this is better for you, and we can see already something that is much better than GoPro. You have your manuals. Oh, so cool. You even you have a cloth. It seems that it's quite big. Also, you don't have that on GoPro. You have some stickers. Another thing that you can see here is this small package. If you use in humid places the camera, you should use this. Some attention to details that you don't have on GoPro. So on the GoPro you receive the minimum. I didn't see any unboxing of this camera. This is the cage that you have all around the camera. Really really easy to open. And here we have the main camera. Let me just take out all these plastics. And this is the only big downside, or there is two downsides with this camera, and why I was a big fan of the 360 from GoPro, that after a while it doesn't become an advantage, and I will tell you why, because I start using as my main camera. So the big reason that I was looking for this one is the possibility to interchange the lenses, and having a sensor of 1 inch is super relevant, because when you are trying to basically use your GoPro in low light conditions, is really impossible to use the GoPro. It's really bad because the footage on the GoPro is already quite dark, and to have the best details you need to, even when you are doing color grading, you need to put your footage below 0. So just to make you aware, it's really hard with the GoPro to get the best results. But there is another thing, that if you don't have a big investment behind, it's impossible. But I will come back to that in a second. Here is your screen, and it's so easy to disattach. I have to say that I thought that it was looking much more fragile, and it's so easy just to put everything together. Like I said, I didn't see any footage how to use it, so I think that this you need to put after. So definitely also a pro that you have here, that when this came out was the GoPro 8, so you was not able to remove the front camera. Let's just push this in the right place. It feels more premium in the hand than the GoPro. And another thing that I really like already on this camera, that is a pain with the GoPro Hero 9, that I will do the review really soon, is that it's really easy to remove this cover. Another thing is, let me just try to close this. How do I close this part? It was much easier than I thought. I was just scared to do so much pressure. This feels much more robust and much more well thought than the GoPro. And even if I always love this one, I'm already starting to love the Insta360. So having already the possibility that in just one camera being able to have a 1 inch sensor is already massive. Having the possibility to shoot in 360. For experience, if you film too much time in 360, people get tired of your footage. Definitely having this flexibility is simply amazing. Having the possibility to just interchange the covers and having your filters is really relevant, because when you are filming in 360, the camera normally is going to be on this position, in the horizontal position. When you are filming, and imagine the sun is behind you, is going to have a lot of reflection. So it's something also to consider when you are not shooting in 360. But just out of the box is simply amazing that you have a camera, you have a cage to protect your camera, you have an external battery, you have a cloth to clean your lenses, you have your 1 inch sensor, you have your 360 camera, you have 2 adapters, so also something that you don't have with GoPro. So just explaining to you why you should consider to buy an Insta360 and not GoPro if you want a 360 camera. And I'm going to explain you really fast. So when you use GoPro and you use the GoPro MAX, when I purchased, I was really like, the image quality is amazing, but when I was just seeing the results, the end results that I was taking out of that camera, I was super disappointed. Obviously my lack of experience was there, but also it's impossible to take good results just editing on your phone. So if you don't use the app, the GoPro app, it's really impossible to get good results. And if you don't have a powerful Mac, okay, so if you have Windows, forget it, but even if you have a Mac, like this is the Mac mid 2012, it's impossible to edit. So now I have a MacBook Pro 16 inch with 4 terabytes of SSD, 8 gigs just dedicated to the graphic card, 64 gigabytes of RAM. So now I have a very powerful computer to do these videos for you guys, but that was not a reality in that time. So if you have the GoPro MAX and you want good results, you need definitely to put your money on the good computer. For what I've seen of other friends of mine, they don't use Mac and they don't have powerful computers to edit, they was able to take amazing footage from this one, and all the features that you can take out of this one out of the box, man, it's incredible. This is my first thoughts about the Insta360 just out of the box, from someone that's been using GoPro for the last year in a very intense way. My name is Marco, this is MatPack. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, smash the thumbs up, do whatever you want, but always with a smile on your face, and I hope to see you in the next one.